All right, Coach, it is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New England Patriots. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
58, come on. Push him back, Gordon. Push him back.
Fournette running out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And the sack parade continues. Remember last week, they had an astounding 8 sacks, another one there on the opening drive.
And they have the mentality of just attacking the quarterback in the pocket, no matter what. They're one of those teams that says, we play the run on our way back to the quarterback. And that philosophy works for them very well.
They start on the ground with Elliott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Love. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Out now comes the... And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And that will force a turnover on downs.
58. Come on, D. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now Leonard Fournette. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Check 26, check 20. Alert, alert.
This is Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Rosen will throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Open man here is Foster. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Fournette. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throw on 3rd down. Love. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
A tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Love. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd get the look of my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You played through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Love over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They begin with a run by Fournette. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Fournette. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now Fournette. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Rosen. He's going to have the hook up to Burnett. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
Let's go, baby.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
54 Mike. All right, T, let's all right, T. Shoot!
They'll run with Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. On third down, Fournette. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, you got 3.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On third down, Love. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Love. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Love. Wide open receiver complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Go, boys, bring it up. Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They go to Elliott again, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
57's the mic. Watch 57. We own them. We own them. 57's the mic. Mike 57.
2nd and 9 now.
What we got?
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Love. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 4 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Rosen looking to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Throwing on first down. Love. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. 65. 65. 65.
Looking to throw. Love. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the gun, Love. He wants it all for the end. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Freeman again, a first down carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. This will be caught by Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown. Cowboys. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Middle.
And now it's Rosen looking. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
To throw is Rosen. Got an open man. It's Burnett. 30 yards there, and, of course, the first down as well.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Mike, 54. Go, go. Right there, 54, right there. Monday.
On first down, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Monday. 58. 58, boys, 58.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. And this one complete to Burnett. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's Rosen to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Delta.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Got a man, it's Brown. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Charlie. Mike 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Watch QB draw. Motion.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Anthony Lynn says now's the time. His guy's going on 4th down.
Let's get off the field. Mike 54. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Rabbit. Alert.
Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. 54.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Deontay Burnett there to make the grab, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Again, it's Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Love. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Alert! X3, 218, chop it.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal,
the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They'll run with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now a first throw here in overtime. That one complete to Elliott. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. Ready. Check the outlaw. Check 25. Shift. Watch the shift.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys are poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Biggest play now in this opening drive of overtime. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Now the timeout comes here, and the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Now the timeout comes here, and the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First throw in overtime now for Rosen. He sets to fire deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Cowboys, a win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they will head back home next week.